Every day that's you and me, all day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing, see I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now I'm just too on, maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months, had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your babe, on the run, like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs, I caught you out, you got serving that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No, Novocaine, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks, I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do that. Hell yeah, we knew that. Little girl, give me them crazy eyes. Orange is that new black. Black cold out, so I'm meek about it. Trust me out, so I drink about it. They talk a lot, but it's all good, so it's too real. Don't think about it.
She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. Came up as a church boy with my dukes on weekends. Waking up at like 6, man, you don't get paid if you sleepin'. Man, you don't know where I come from, you don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say shit about all the bread that I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like Trinidad. Trick, I'm the man, act like you know me. Popping off like a semi, man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean my crew hot, your crew not. We too sick, no flu shot. On this side, it's all big, man, I ain't dissing on Tupac. Just East Coast, all East Coast. These young bloods don't know better. Most of y'all got no chill, they'll get it poppin' in snow weather. Some kids just need love, they'll put in work for like no cheddar. Looking up to them dope boys, they got bands like Coachella. Yeah, just remember, I might have your girl for dinner. I'm the man year round, January to December. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it.
Your reflection in my wine glass. That's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I've been alive. I'm trying to find where I identify. 1 time for the girl that got away. 2 times for the bub I'm about to spray. 3 times for the power that I pray to. Are you up there? Can you hear me? I know I fucked up. It's clear, see, I'm 22, but I don't act like it clearly. And all this shit is a mirage. I'm just rapping for a cause. The life, the fame, the life's the game. We break the laws, don't like to change. Wanna win you back, but I hate to lose. I know that you're the one, but it's hard to choose. Too much whiskey in my red cup. Remember first day you wouldn't give it up. We had only scratched the surface, but I knew that you were worth it. Yeah, so I was patient. I bragged to my niggas, Joe Namath. I'm still with the niggas that I came with, but everything changed once some fame hit. Make it up, take you down, have a shot, hop out around, play my songs, you like the sound. It's going down, it's going down. Let's drink coffee, watch passerbys, and prove to you I'm not the average guy. It's just my flaws that they magnify, and when it's real, you don't have to try. I wish there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away. I wish there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away.
See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. My head has been spinning, I might need a minute. I've been dying to kick it, so just come with if you with it. And this game that we're playing, you want me but won't say it. Told you I'm leaving, you would be so devastated. Oh, and I don't want no bullshit excuse, like you ain't got no time for me, as if that shit was true. Just tell me how it is, how you want it. If you're down, want a summit, I got plans and you're one of them. Not trying to pretend. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah.
Hold up, did you really think I'm bad it? Say she wanna leave, but it's way too crowded. But I'll vibe with you, I'm playing games, I ain't trying to lose. And if I take you back, I'ma kiss your neck. I could be your now, I could be your next. I could be the one to relieve your stress. When we talk about sex, she unzip that dress. Bless, maybe one day I could take it. Give it to me, cause I'm tired of waiting. I'm like the latest, #1 play on your playlist. Don't trip if these other girls play it. And I don't like to fight, you the type that I'd like to wife. Guy feeling like life is nice. At the movies eating Mike and Ike's. And if the price is right, then I guess I'm bout it.
See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah.
Champagne for breakfast, first things first, never put you second. Girl, don't be stressing, I forgot to mention I'm bout it, don't be offended. I fucks with you cause you're down to earth. Got an ounce of perp if you're down to burn. You got a plan and you're still in school, or you got a man, but that shit is cool, right? And if you like, you can stay for the night. Don't stay for the love, don't stay for the life. Know my name, then say it to me twice. Let me hear that shit, let me see that shit. You could be the one if you wanted to, or you got games, you could keep that shit. Girl, come and let me know what you wanna do.
Be who you wanna be. I will not blame you. Do what you wanna do. Don't wanna play you. If you would come with me, then I would take you anywhere you want to go. Yeah. Even if you're looking for the one, and I couldn't be him, you'd be sure to see in that I won't just go and take home anyone. I'm about you, girl. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Niggas must have forgot their alphabet. Let me explain. Here it goes. A is for ambition. Be what I wanna be. See past the situation that's in front of me. Doubters and enemies. F we say fuck them. The irony is they inspire me to love them. G is past go when ignite the cash flow. When H is put your heart in whatever's your last hope. I inspire, but two light the fire. So we be the streets #1 supplier. And J is for them Jordans for my niggas when I make it. Give me two of those strange no name kicks. Earth, wind, and fire type. Elemental beast that resembles me, and it accounts for LMNOP. You the track up like, oh, you impressed, get your bread, kid, but never let it go to your head. That's S for success, to be the best. T is teach back what you learn, that's next. Cause you got the power, V for voluntary action. W is right out to life with a passion. X is expect to fail, why cease to dream? Even when you ain't catching them Z's, and that's the alphabet.
For so long, been surviving for so long. I know that good things will come. I've been trying for so long, been surviving for so long. I know that good things will come, they will come.
Yo, think they starting to follow me. So A is to attempt to be the change you wanna see, and D is to be different. But tell us what you mean. Like, are you one of them good guys, or you one of us fiends? Either way, you gotta eat. Elevate your mind, right? Cause F is for the fine life, and that's how you define life. But I say G is get back to your home, and H is help the people that done help to along. Oh yeah, fuck it, we go back to F, cause that's for freedom. G is keep your good thoughts, cause buddy, you gon' need them.
What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Always love seeing the chat flowing before the show starts. Welcome in to another episode of Long Car Live. Today's guest has been planned for a minute, but a few things had to happen with the project to have them on, and they've been done, and here we are. And I couldn't be more excited about it. So today, Earn with Todd, aka Todd Harrison, is our guest, talking about his baby, talking about his new thing, Roo, R-O-O, crypto project, charity-based, giving back. It's an amazing thing. So definitely excited to share, everything you need to know about Roo. I see you guys in the chat. See my regs. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. And as always, have to do the disclosures. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research when investing in anything at all, and especially when investing in crypto. And full disclosure, I am an investor in the Roo project. Definitely believe in this thing big time. And obviously have to disclose that. And obviously have to disclose that there is an awesome, massive raid coming over soon from America's Cardum, Justin Kelly in the chat. Thanks for being here, brother. And hope you had a great trip in Hawaii. But yes, I am an investor in this project. Definitely have to disclose that. And I'm actually, full disclosure, I have a number of months ago, I think I had a portfolio of like 35 coins in my portfolio. Now my portfolio consists of about 7 or 8 coins. I've really trimmed it down to just really the projects that I really believe in the most. And Roo is definitely one of those projects. So as always, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Today's video is for informational and educational purposes only. So let's get into it, man. You guys know I love the crypto, and I love how this project is charity based. It gives back tokens to awesome charities, and obviously I love my boy Todd, fellow America's Cardum Twitch streamer, and he's got a lot of crypto experience, probably more experience than me even. So let's get into it. Earn with Todd, the Rue coin. Let's go. There he is. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Earn with Todd. Welcome in, man. Thanks for coming on today.
What's good? It's time to welcome into the Rue world. Not the real world, but the Rue world.
Welcome into the Rue world. Yeah, man.
Yes, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so obviously we're here to talk about your new crypto project, which got released in December or January.
Yeah, December 31st, 2021. Launched the coin. I was like, hey, what can I do that's gonna be big in 2022? And hey, building a coin, we're gonna do it.
Nice, man. Well, welcome in everybody. Thanks for being here. We are here obviously to talk all about it. But before we dive into Rue, which we'll be talking about for the majority here of the show, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, man. I mean, as I said on the intro video for the show today, only a very few people out in the world can say that they turned $100 into over $100,000. That's so sick, man. And you did it through crypto trading. So talk to me about how that happened, how you were able to do that. And that was like a mission for you. I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but that was something that you were like how people make bankroll challenges from like $100 to 10K. You were out to do that. That was your goal and you made it happen. Tell me all about it.
Well, before we get into that, I think it's important to realize my history. I myself, I'm actually confined to a wheelchair. I was diagnosed with a musculoskeletal disease called muscular dystrophy back when I was 3 years old, basically progressive wasting disease. So growing up making money, I couldn't just go out, get a regular job, do labor. So when I was 16 years old, I went into Social Security disability. And for like 5 or 6 years, I was like, that's not very much money. What else can I do? So I tried many online opportunities. Started my first online opportunity back in 2013. It was some MLM health company. Didn't have much success in that, obviously. And I went through a lot of struggles. I actually was 50K in debt. I went through a complete bankruptcy back in August 2019. I was like, damn, you know what? I got to do something different. And actually, that's when I took a turn of events. I was like, I love playing online poker and I like making videos. So I was like, I want to make a online poker review video for America's Card Room. ACR pays out $125 and they pay out in Bitcoin. So I was like, why not? So I put out my first review video, made $100 the first month. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. A couple months went by. I was like, you know what? I need to do something else. What's going on? By that time, I only had that was actually my only $100 I had. At the time, I only had $5 in my bank. I remember that. I took a picture. And then something happened. Corona crash happened. All casinos shut down, United States, nationwide. And there was this huge online traffic surge. And I think it was March 2020. I made like $5,000 in ACR commissions. And what do you think I did with that? I withdrew in Bitcoin right away. Bitcoin at the time was only like 6,200. And then April went by, May, I had about 15K in Bitcoin, put it all in Bitcoin and just rode the wave until actually I had a net worth of over 160,000. So I went through a bankruptcy in less than 24 months time at 160,000 net worth because I put all my ACR money into Bitcoin and I rode the wave. And, that's how my story, I always have wanted to make 100,000. Something just stuck out. I mean, it took me 9 years of having that goal before I finally cracked it. But I mean, that just shows you what perseverance has. As long as you have an idea in your head, you can manifest anything you want. So pretty amazing ride.
That's amazing, dude. Congratulations, man. That's like the dream for everyone, right? Take
Yeah.
this little amount of money over here and make it a massive amount of money over here in time. That's amazing, man. So, obviously it was a little more complex than that, though. It wasn't just like put 5K into Bitcoin, you got 100K. Talk to us about the trading and the, everything that went down from here to there.
Basically, when I did put my money into Bitcoin, you're right. It wasn't just randomly. I was just, oh, there's Bitcoin, let's just throw it in. I actually looked at charts and I was recognizing, Bitcoin's making new lows. It's made the same patterns back in 2013. I recognize, you know what, this is at a bottom. Bitcoin will make new highs. So based on my trading experience, because I trade Forex, I've seen many of the same patterns, and I realized Bitcoin was at a bottom, and it was the perfect storm of when Bitcoin was at the bottom and when I was taking money out in Bitcoin, leaving it in ACR. But Bitcoin wasn't the only thing. I did diversify. There was a lot of other cryptos at the bottom. This coin called Gala in particular. I discovered Gala back in May of 2021. And at that time, it had done like a 7,000% gain. But I was like, it's not the time to buy. Let's wait for it to drop just like Bitcoin did. So Gala dropped about 90%. I was also like, I'm going to put $1,000 in this, put $1,000 in Gala at the absolute bottom, held it for 6 months and made about 27,000 off that. That was my single biggest trade ROI wise, turning 1K into 27K. So I've been seeing the same crypto patterns over and over.
Nice. That's amazing. Yeah, obviously the last year and a half brought a lot of opportunity for some amazing gains if you're able to take profits and get in and out at the right time. Wow, that's amazing, man. So here you are now with your own crypto project, the Rue Coin. What made this happen? I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people out there think about the thought of creating their own coin and making big things happen. What pushed you to actually get it done? And what caused it? What caused it? And how difficult was it to actually create a crypto token? Because I don't even know how to do that. So tell us all about it.
It's funny. I didn't even plan to make a crypto. I was browsing on YouTube a couple days before January 1st for the new year. I saw this random YouTube video said how to make your own meme crypto token. I watched it. It was fascinating. And this kid said he made $15 million, quote unquote, accidentally. And he went through the process of how to make a crypto coin. I was like, that's fascinating. So I went to the drawing board. I was like, if we look at Doge or coins like SHIB, what purpose do they have besides pure hype? And my idea was, why not make something? So it was like an experiment. I was like, why not create a meme-based token that actually has a cause or a true purpose and utility? And because of my background of having my own physical condition, muscular dystrophy, I've had some experience in the nonprofit world. Actually, back in 2013, I had a goal of raising $10 million. We fell a little bit short. We only raised 50K. But that took me back. I was like, I have some unfinished business in the charity world. In order to be able to make a difference in the world, you have to make a lot of money if you want to be able to donate a lot of money. So it's like, how can I create something that can make a lot of money that can also give back? So I created a RuCoin in less than a day. Went to the drawing board. I was like, here's going to be the purpose. I'm going to focus on charities, but just not any charities that focus on kids with special needs, whether it be physical disabilities, intellectual. I was like, this is perfect. If Doge almost reached $1 without absolutely no purpose besides just pure hype, what can we do with something if I make my own coin with an actual utility? And that's how RuCoin was born. I actually funded it with just $282. $282, and it surged with just over 200 holders to a $6.6 million market cap with just a group of 200 people. And that blew the lid open. I was like, this can go bigger. I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't get this coin, RuCoin, to $1 based on this. I mean, it's not that easy to just start a coin with a $282 market cap. Get a group of 200 people, and all of a sudden you have a $6.6 million market cap. Now, if any of you do check the RuCoin chart, we do have a little bit of correction, but that comes to the same pattern. Guess we just got that huge raid right there.
Yes, big raid coming in.
Yep.
Just kind of back up and kind of apologies to the people right here, but Welcome in, everybody. Yo, first off, welcome in. Shout out to Justin Kelly, America's Card Room Channel, ACR Show, exclamation point ACR Show in the chat every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Over on the ACR channel. Justin Kelly bringing the goods, giveaways, entertainment quality. Thanks a ton, my man. So welcome in, everybody. We're talking with ACR Twitch streamer Earn with Todd. He's telling us all about his new crypto project, Roo, R-O-O, exclamation point R-O-O in the chat, or exclamation point guest as well for all of his links. And he's just talking about, we were just talking about how he turned $100 into $100,000 over the last couple of years trading crypto. And now he's telling us all about his new Roo crypto coin that has a big utility. It is a charity-based token that gives back, and he was just going into that. So welcome in, everybody. Take it away, Todd, and let everyone know. Back up, just back up 2 steps and repeat what you just said for those just tuning in. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks again, Justin. Yeah,
so for those of you who just tuned in, I just got done telling a story of how I was able to basically turn $100 into over 100,000 with crypto. But basically, back in August 2019, I made a couple America's Card Room review videos. Made my first $125 commission with those ACR commissions. And then the COVID crash happened. We all know what happened. All the casinos closed down. Online poker traffic surged. Made about between 5 to 15K in ACR affiliate commissions. Put it into Bitcoin because I realized Bitcoin at the time was at the bottom, which was about 6,200 back in March of 2020. Let it ride, and before I knew it, I had a net worth of over $160,000. And that was after I went through a complete bankruptcy. So I basically went from a bankruptcy to over 160K net worth because of Bitcoin and ACR affiliate videos.
Awesome. Yes. And obviously now we're talking about Roo. So
yep.
As you said, it has a charity wallet with a certain amount of tokens from this project that are designated for charities. What percentage of the Roo tokens are designated to the charity wallet, and how does that work? And again, please talk again about the charities that you are focused on and why.
Yeah, so basically, I'll start off with what charities we've already donated to. It's still a very early project with just over 200 holders. Our first donation was for $1,000 for the Kids Cancer Alliance. I actually have a video on the website. Our second donation was for the Autism Alliance of Michigan. We donated another $1,000. Just to give you guys a backstory, I have an 8-year-old son who's diagnosed on the spectrum of autism. And for those of you that tuned in, I'm confined to a wheelchair. I was diagnosed with a muscle disease called muscular dystrophy. So I've had a lot of experience of the struggles that can have with living with special needs and also having a son with special needs. So that's why our second donation was for an autism charity. And the third donation was to the Childhood Leukemia Foundation for $750. So we've done our first 3 donations. And as we get more holders and our market cap bigger, the donations will also get much bigger. So as far as how many coins were actually designated to charity, I created the Roo coin with a circulating supply of 209 million tokens. And originally I had set aside 40% of those tokens for charity. But being a new crypto creator, I realized that's a little too much. So we did 20% and we held the other 20% for liquidity because down the road, if we want RooCoin to be successful, I definitely got to be focusing on liquidity. So on our website, there's actually 2 different charity wallets. Both of them combined have just over 41 million tokens. So if you do the math, if I'm not going to say if, when RooCoin hits $1, that'll be over $41 million in charitable value. But those coins are broken up into 2 wallets. The main wallet has about 10 million coins, and just last night I locked up I locked up 75% of the rest of the charity tokens on to a site called DeepLock. So those are completely locked. If you look up the contracts on Bogged Finance or other BSC scan websites, you'll find that those coins are locked. So we might be locking more coins because there is still other dev wallets out there, but so far, 2 charity wallets completely transparent, and we've done our first 3 donations.
Awesome, man. I love this so much. And obviously, as I said when I first came on, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. We're never investing in anything. And I obviously have to disclose I am an investor in this project for a good reason. And I've invested and I have not sold. I have not sold yet, and don't plan to. And that's just my own personal thing. And this is definitely a long-term hold for me. I just love the charity aspect of this, and obviously, as always, I'm always trying to find good crypto projects with a good utility, a good use case, and I think it's nice to find crypto projects out there that have a real micro market cap. So what is the market cap at the moment, approximately, of Rue?
Right now it's 1.3 million. We did have a high of 6.6 million. So we did deal with our first correction, as you call it. But that's a good point to mention, because even Bitcoin in its first major drop was a 94% drop, and look where it is today. RuCoin, we did hit an 88% drop. I feel like the bottom is in, and based on my crypto trading experience, I'm not worried, because another coin like Gala, like I mentioned, for those of you that did not join, Gala also dropped 90%, and look what happened. So I would say RuCoin is on discount right now. I do have a very long-term vision on it. This is just the beginning. I mean, $1.3 million market cap. We have just over 200 holders. So RuCoin is still a newborn.
Absolutely. Love it, man. And you talked about, you talked about when you first watched that video, and obviously looking at other meme coins and trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I create a meme coin that has actual utility? Obviously, there's the charity side of things. Are there any other utilities that RuCoin has other than giving back to charities?
Charity is the main purpose, but there is other projects down the road. There is a secondary token called the RuZone token. Now, what's unique about that is I love to stream Warzone. I'm a Call of Duty player, so because I saw how easy it was to make a crypto, I was like, I'm gonna make a secondary coin called RuZone token, but there's a catch to it. If people wanted to buy it, there'd be a 5% fee, but that 5% fee would go back to RuCoin's charity BNB wallet, which would then eventually be used to buy more RuCoin. And on the selling aspect of that token, RuZone, if people want to sell early without holding for 12 months, because I had to make an incentive, hey, how can we make people hold a coin without selling? So there's a 20% charity tax on that, which means if somebody sells without holding for 12 months, that 20% is going to be reallocated back into RuCoin's BNB wallet, which will then be used to buy more RuCoin, which will help the price. So 2 different coins. I don't think it's ever been done as far as I know, but yeah, pretty good plans for the future.
Nice. Love it, love it, love it. And we were talking a little bit before the show started about RuSwap. Talk to me about what RuSwap is and what you envision with that.
Yeah, so why stop at 2 coins? I use PancakeSwap. Well, I'm like, no, I don't really like the name PancakeSwap. I mean, sure, it's cool. It doesn't sound too professional, but again, I had lightning bulbs go off in my head, and I was like, well, why don't I do some research and start having a plan for RuSwap? And if I get people onto a full DEX exchange like PancakeSwap, basically just forking PancakeSwap, making RuSwap, then we could set the transaction fees to then be funneled back into RuCoin, which can be used to buy more RuCoin. And with a RuSwap, there would be a third token called the RuSwap token. That's going to be a very, very scarce value. I would say something like that would not be done for at least 4 to 5 months. But I think that's the important thing when you do make a coin. You got to start having ideas and be innovative about what can you do around the crypto ecosystem. Because I believe in order to make a good crypto, you got to start brainstorming. Like take, for instance, McDonald's. McDonald's started off with the cheeseburger, but then they started how to do innovating things to make a Big Mac. And I'm like, if I take those same principles, you start with an original coin and you start building around it. You start building up the menu, as you'd say it. And then the possibilities are endless in what you can do to keep scaling up that project. So, I mean, great vision.
Love it, man. It's so crazy. I remember when you called me back in January, like, I created this token, and this is obviously something I'm sure I'm not the only person here out of everyone watching right now that's at least had that thought of like, man, like, be so awesome to create my own token and this and that. And then, you think about all the work that's gonna go into it, and you think about like, I don't want to just create like another, no offense to you Doge holders out there, but I don't want to just create another like just like Doge meme, nothing to it coin that's just like anything else. So I love that you made this happen. So it does sound like it's not as complex as I thought it would be from what you're saying, to create a project and make it happen. And it doesn't seem like, it's one of those things just from outside looking in, it seems like it would take months and months and months and like code and like all this knowledge I don't have to be able to create a token. So what is your advice to someone out there that actually wants to create a crypto token themselves, and not only advice on how to do it, but also advice on creating a token that isn't just a straight meme coin?
Basically, my advice would be, building a crypto is just like building a business. I would say probably 5 years ago, you need a lot more advanced information to make a crypto. But take, for instance, like Bitcoin. Dogecoin was created basically with a copy and paste code of Bitcoin. That's how all the other coins besides Bitcoin are made. They took the codes, they started forking them, making different things. So there's a lot of different templates out there that you can copy and paste, or you can pay third-party platforms. You can pay them like $500. You can pay them $1,000, depending on what kind of website you're looking at, because there's so many third-party platforms. RuCoin, it cost me nothing but like a 10-cent gas fee to make, and I threw $282. However, my second coin, to get that started, I had to pay a website $600 to get started, but I actually funded it with about $5,000. So I'd say there's different levels to creating cryptos. If you want to create a basic joke coin, I mean, you just Google BNB token code. There's videos on YouTube to follow. If you want to make a more serious coin with more features, like having rewarder holder fees, dividends, then there's website services out there that you could pay 2 or 3 BNB and have a pretty solid business plan. So my main advice would be, if you do want to make a coin, test it out with a small group of people. Start with $10 in liquidity and go from there.
That's crazy. It's crazy how, I know it's not that easy, but it is a lot easier than I ever imagined. Obviously, I was imagining like, oh man, I need like $1 million. I need a whole team of employees. Like, it's not quite like that. And I think that's kind of the beautiful thing about digital currency, is that you don't need to actually to run a quote unquote business or a crypto token. You don't need to have an actual shop with employees and all these computers and all this millions of dollars that you would need to actually run a physical business in real life. And that's, I guess, another benefit of digital currency and running us into the digital age here, right? Is you don't need, exactly, to say the least, you don't need quite all that.
Yeah, you don't need the whole infrastructure. Like, you don't have to have a physical product. Like, you don't need to be selling Teslas. You can just sell an idea, leverage the crypto ecosystem, and have utility, because that's what people like: utility and incentives. With RuZone, the incentive was for people to hold, but we would punish sellers, which would then help RuCoin. So I thought that would be a pretty good plan. Like, when I first created RuCoin, if somebody said, "Yo, Todd, you're gonna make a second coin," I'm like, "No, you're crazy. There's no way." And one thing leads to another. But as I say in crypto, if you have an idea, you got to move with it fast. Like there can't be any hesitation. Some weird stuff happened to me when I first created RuCoin. I think it was like a day after I created RuCoin. I had this random thought come to my head. Well, I don't think it was random. I don't think it was coincidence at all, but something said, hey, go to Google and type in random quote generator. So I typed in random quote generator. The first website I went to, was some bogus quote. Then I went to the second website. I think it was called Insta or quotebot.com, something like that. And I kid you not, the first quote that came up was something about the metaverse with a fucking kangaroo laying in the middle of it. I'm like, yo, if that's not a sign that I'm doing something right, then I don't know what is. And from there, I just had a great feeling that RuCoin was going to be something great. Like I don't think those things are coincidence. I think certain things are meant to happen in your life. They're going to lead you. Like when you get hints like that, you can either take it or you can ignore it. But my suggestion is you got to take your intuition, because there's a golden road down that next road.
That's awesome, man. So you talked about future plans with RuCoin. Again, talk to me about how much money has been given to charities through Ru and the charity wallet, and what are the future plans with future charitable donations from the RuCoin project?
Well, we did our first 3 donations, which were about for $1,000 each. Well, the last one was $750 because RuCoin was going through a correction at that time. So I felt like, I didn't want to sell a bigger amount. But let's take, for instance, when RuCoin hits 10 cents a coin, because right now we're at 0.006 cents. Our high was 3.2 cents. I would say when RuCoin hits 10 cents, then we could start doing bigger donations, like $10,000 increments. And then let's say when we hit $100 million in market cap value, then that would be the time to be like, it's time to do something greater. Because in this world, small donations are cool, but what gets the most media attention? Big donations. So my vision is, as our market cap gets bigger, my eye is definitely going to be on those bigger donations. And if we can hit $1 per coin, there's no reason why we wouldn't have enough money in the charity wallet to do $100,000 donations. I mean, it couldn't even stop there. I mean, I made this crypto, which is 209 million coins, which means you only need a $209 million market cap to hit $1. Now, if I can build the vision big enough, we could actually hit $10 a coin. I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but the tokenomics are there. There's plenty of meme-based coins that have gone over $2 billion in market cap. And I say the sky's the limit. I don't see there's any reason why I couldn't do that, as long as I keep doing what I say I'm going to do, as long as I'm transparent, and as long as, we keep getting people on board that see the same vision as me.
I love it, man. I love how the project grows, the charity donations grow. I love that so much, man. I love that so much. Seabass asks a question. I'm pretty sure I know how you're going to answer this, but I'll let you answer how you answer it. He says, when do you think it will reach 10 cents?
Well, I mean, there's no reason to say why we couldn't hit 10 cents within 6 months. Because we went from $282 market cap to over $6.6 million market cap, which is 200 people in about 65 days time. And if you pull out the calculator, do 282 to 6.6 million, that was over a 2 million% gain. Now, I was looking at CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and I didn't see any coins that has done that kind of growth. And right now, it's been quite a struggle getting listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. But as soon as that does, there's going to be more people discovering the coin. Yeah, I've been denied by CoinGecko. I'm not sure why. They're kind of, these websites, they don't really give you reasons why you're denied, but I have submitted multiple applications. So the first goal is, if we're going to get 10 cents, we definitely got to be listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko.
There we go. I love it, man. So now you talked about RuSwap, talked about PancakeSwap. Where can people actually buy the RuCoin right now at this current moment?
They can just go through PancakeSwap. If they go to the website, rucoin.charity, I have I have 4 different video guides of how to buy. One of them is you can use Bitcoin on Cash App, but then you got to go through a couple extra steps. So you can find all those links in on rucoin.charity down in the FAQ section. So there's more than one way to get it, but there is an easier way because first you need BNB, but there is a website called ramp.finance that lets you buy BNB smart chain directly with a credit card. So I have been recommending people try that out, but they are a little more technical. Then you can get Bitcoin a Cash App, send it to a wallet called Exodus, which will let you swap over to BNB, which then you can hook up your MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet to PancakeSwap. So PancakeSwap has been the #1 spot to get RuCoin.
And obviously, this is a look here at the rucoin.charity website. Link for that is in the chat. Save the world with Ru. RuCoin fights brain cancer for kids, helps children with autism, and supports kids with special needs through the power of blockchain transparency. And as it says right here on the site, mission #1, fight brain cancer for kids. Ru's first mission to orbit will involve helping fund treatments for brain cancer in kids. According to federal data, brain cancer now kills more children than any type of cancer every year. Ru will be donating to the biggest pediatric brain cancer hospitals for children. Mission #2, help families dealing with autism. In 2021, the CDC concluded that 1 in 44 children in the United States are now diagnosed with autism. Ru's creator has firsthand experience in what it's like to raise a child with autism while dealing with his own physical limitations. Ru will find the best charity organizations that support autism as well as donating directly to families affected by autism. Mission #3, support kids with special needs. According to the U.S. Census Bureau report, 1 in every 26 families reported raising a child with disability dealing with a physical or mental impairment. 28 out of every 100 children with disabilities live in households below the federal poverty level. The cost to raise a child with an intellectual or physical disability is between $1.4 and $2.4 million. Ru will also support a wide range of health conditions, including but not limited to muscular dystrophy and cystic fibrosis in children. Ru's pledge, a portion of the Ru supply, 20%, the charity wallet we talked about, a portion of the Ru supply will be designated to be donated to the best charity organizations that support both traditional and non-traditional treatments, as well as providing funding to families in need while dealing with the extra stress of day-to-day life with their children. Full transparency, Ru's token allocation charity wallet can be monitored 24/7. And obviously, the links in the chat will link you over here to the RuCoin website to check more of it out. And like Todd said, he's got videos out there to help you guys if you are interested in taking a step further at Ru. And I love this, man. It's just, it's got good vibes, good feels all around. And like I said, I love stuff that has a good. It's not only a great use case to me, but it's an easy to understand use case. Sometimes I find certain projects this and that, and it's like, talking about wrapped Bitcoin and this and all these things are kind of like over my head, and you read about them and you watch more and more videos and you're like, I still don't understand how this works and what this means. I love how this is kind of like, it's a simplified project. It hits my heart. It does. There's no other way to say it. Like, it hits my heart. Like, I love this. It feels good, man. So shout out to you for making this happen, and shout out to to the charities. They're gonna get hit from this in a great way, and it's amazing stuff, man. I love the vision, and I love that it's already, like I said, charities have already been donated from the charity wallet, and obviously many more to come. I love it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
Yeah. All donations. My goal is to do every donation on video. We did 3 donations, like I said, but 2 of those videos have been, or 2 of those donations have been recorded on video. The autism one was done on a live stream so people can see I'm doing what I say I'm going to do, because I want to go back to that point when you said you could understand the purpose right away, because there's a lot of cryptos. I go to the website, the first thing you read is the headline, and they get kind of technical. Like, if I can't understand what crypto can do in the first 5 seconds of reading it, then it probably won't be a good crypto. But RuCoin, since I understand marketing, I understand, hey, keep the subject meaningful, keep it understandable. Doesn't need to be complicated. Easy utility to understand.
Love it. And do you have any kind of plan on the timeline of when the next charity drops going to be? Is like once a month? Is it just like what's the plan on as far as when the charity drops will be given from the charity wallet?
I guess that's still up in the air because originally we were planning to do $1,000 donations every week, but then I was thinking, why not have market cap goals that could help our holders hold longer? Because honestly, I wouldn't say the more donations we get, but the bigger the donations we get, the more attention it's going to receive. So I would say, maybe when we hit back our new highs, we might up those donations to $2,000 instead of 1,000, because our first ones were 1,000. So it might make sense to do increments, but this is a whole learning experience for me. I mean, I might get a better idea by someone else out there saying, hey, Todd, maybe you should donate this way. So still up in the air, but definitely I know the number one thing is as we get bigger, there will be bigger donations.
Awesome. Love it, man. Love it, man. Before we jump into my favorite part of the show, which is the question and answer part of the show, is there anything else you want to touch on with Rue before we jump into the Q&A?
No, I think that covered all the main core purposes.
There we go. All right, guys, my favorite time of Long Card Live. I love this part so much. Enter in your questions into the chat, whether it be about RueCoin, whether it be about Todd, whether it be about anything at all. Now is your time to ask your questions in the chat. Get your questions answered. I am going to ask my first question to you to start this segment off. What would you give as a piece of advice to people out there that are looking to turn, as you did? You turned a little bit of money into a lot of money, and it wasn't just investing in one coin. It wasn't just letting it sit here for a couple of years. It was, I know you did a lot, and I know you, as you said, you have been a Forex trader, and you've been a trader in a bunch of different types of markets. What would be the number one thing that you would recommend to someone that says, hey, I've got $100, I've got $500, relatively small amount of money, and I want to, obviously, as we all do, I want to turn it into a larger amount of money. Is there like a training site? Is there like a guy out there that you watched? And how did you become a trader? And how would you advise someone to get better at trading, whether it be stocks or crypto and whatnot, to try and turn a little bit of money into a lot of money?
I would say if somebody had $100, the first thing would be to do is to understand the pattern in crypto, Bitcoin. Bitcoin has probably so-called crashed 6 or 7 times, at least 80%. It's crashed 80% at least 6 or 7 times. And if somebody has $100, first of all, you want to find a crypto that has a good utility. Maybe it's RueCoin. It's not financial advice, but if I had $100, I would look for that same pattern. I actually did a video on YouTube. It's about a 22-minute crypto tutorial for beginners. It's absolutely perfect. I would say if anybody wants to get into trading with crypto, it would definitely be that video, because once you understand that pattern, it's going to give you the confidence to be like, okay, you put $100 in this, you got to hold it, see what happens in 12 months. If you turn that 100 into 1,000, then you could keep holding or take your profits or try to find that pattern again. Because, like me, I only had $100 to my name. It was less than that, about $5, went through the bankruptcy. And I knew because Bitcoin is at the bottom, that would be the perfect time. Put your money in. Obviously, with $100, you're gonna have to do a little extra stuff. You can't just flip 100 into 160K in one shot. It's definitely gonna take some work, but yeah, once you understand that pattern, you'd be good to go with $100.
Seabass, my boy, in the chat, he says, is it hard to buy Rue, and what is the process of buying it? And Todd, maybe you can direct me to the actual link on the site or something on your videos on how to buy Rue.
Yeah, here, I can pop it in right here. Pop it in the chat. Yeah, so basically, somebody could technically buy RueCoin within 10 minutes.
Can you actually can you put that in our Zoom link chat right there?
Oh, yep.
There it is.
So, and that would basically be the easiest way. Now, there are other ways, but some of those steps, my first video took like 12 steps. Then I went down to 5 steps, and then this last video would only be 2 steps. So I mean, a 2-step process, very easy to understand, even if you are a crypto noob.
There we go. There we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. C Kaiser 3 says, did you use leverage when trading?
Yeah, when I first started learning forex trading, I guess the minimum leverage I was using was 1 to 500, so it was quite high. I started learning different trading platforms on offshore brokers. You know, none of the USA brokers I was using out there, they only allowed like 50 leverage, and because I wanted to learn to trade other things, lately I've been trading the NASDAQ 100 on a forex broker, and I'm using 1 to 200 leverage on that.
Whoa. Say it again. What? What were those numbers?
1 to 200 leverage for NASDAQ 100.
Oh my God. That's massive. That's massive leverage trading. That's insane. So you do it all. You don't just do crypto. You do stocks. You do some commodities. I know that's fascinating, man. That's boss status. that's awesome, man.
Yeah. I mean, coming from forex background, I learned the same patterns happen. It don't matter if it's currency. It don't matter if it's stocks. It don't matter if it's NASDAQ 100 or Dow Jones. It don't matter if it's Bitcoin or Rucoin. You're going to see the same exact human emotions, the same exact human patterns.
That's awesome. And obviously, yeah, as you said, transferring your knowledge of looking at charts and understanding technical analysis can be applied to a bunch of different type of assets and markets. That's awesome, man. Shout out to you, and congrats on your trading success. Congrats on the Rue success thus far. And thanks for coming on today, man. This has been a show I've been looking forward to for a while. And full disclosure, I told Todd a while back. I said, you know, I would love to see certain things put into place before we had you on here on the set. The charity wallet lock and the liquidity locks. Love to see that in place now. So those are like locked up and safe and secure. And yeah, awesome
yeah.
stuff.
We got the main liquidity lock. We got the charity lock. And you know, it's up in the air. I might lock some of my own personal holdings. That would look great for Rucoin. So there will definitely be more locks in the future. Definitely.
There we go. Cheers, man. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks for coming on today. Appreciate you, and I'm sure we'll have you back on again to talk about further developments with Rue in the next few months. And again, I just love how this gives back to those that need it and gives it to charities, and it's definitely an awesome thing. So
yeah,
great
work.
work.
Sky's the limit.
Love the vision, and again, thanks for coming on today, Todd. Appreciate you so much, man.
Yeah, it was great, Mike. It was great.
Awesome, man. Have a great day. I'm sure we'll talk soon. Thanks a ton, Todd.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks, brother. Bye. There we go. There we go. Todd Harrison. Earn with Todd. Very fun guest, BBC. Thanks for being here in the chat, man. But yes, exclamation point guest, Todd the Legend. Let's go. And exclamation point Rue in the chat. You can find all the links that you need if you're interested in taking a little bit further of a dive into Rucoin. Rucoin.charity is the official website. Twitter, Discord links in there as well. Instagram. Appreciate you, Ghost, for putting those links in. And yes, Earn with Todd in the chat says, time to drink some Rue beer, guys. Shout out again for Todd for coming on. Amazing stuff. Love the project. And as always, you guys already know, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. But again, this was an awesome, awesome episode. Thanks again for Todd for coming on. And now we are going to raid you guys off to Kingsful 24. Big day for the Nutted Society NFT collection over there. They have an event going on right now in the metaverse. Decentral Games hosting a little metaverse party for them. They have their VIP whitelist going down tomorrow. So we're going to raid you over to Kingsful 24. He's running a home game on America's Card right now. Free roll home game for those of you that want to get in it to win it. Shout out again to Todd for thanks for coming on today. And I'm excited for the future of the Rucoin. So that is a wrap for me. We always end Long Card Live with giveaways, but there's going to be some giveaways going down over on the Kingsful 24 channel, which we're going to get you guys over to right now. Thanks to all of you for tuning in today. Lots of love to all of you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. and show lots of love to Kingsful24 over on his channel. Nutted Society NFT collection. Whitelist dropping tomorrow. And again, !Rue and !Guest for all of Todd and Rucoin's links for you guys to check out a little bit further if you're interested in this project. Have a great day, everyone. Another episode of Long Car Live in the books. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Adios, guys.